live from Las Vegas at the GCA show. After 2 years of hiatus, we're back in Vegas, world's largest cardboard trade show booth. Live here in Martinsville, Indiana, live from Norwood Royal Cigars.
When you guys said, you know, we want you to come on the show once a month, I was like, dude, this is it.
Happy afternoon here from cloudy Florida.
Happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon.
Presented by Kristoff Cigars, along with Hiram Solomon Cigars, and coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
Oh, welcome everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you for joining us. We got a special guest. We've had him on before. We absolutely love him. He's one of the most renowned pipe carvers here, especially in America, but world renowned, and we will have him on shortly. Anyway, for all you newbies, I'm going to ask you all, hit the share button and let's get our guests across the world. Let everybody know, because Lee is amazing. I mean, we're going to talk to him, and we're excited.
He's world renowned, Ronnie.
Well,
Yes.
he did say that, Bob. If you do pay attention,
But around the world,
in 80 days.
in 80 days.
80 days.
I remember that movie. Yeah,
Well, I do believe I did say that, Bob, but we can do it again. But
I know we're doing it twice.
let's get everybody hit the share button, and
Yes.
let's get everybody's got to check out this show
Absolutely.
tonight. We are
It's a
excited.
special show.
As you can see, we are actually smoking pipes tonight.
Yeah,
We're all
let's see,
smoking
Ron
pipes.
and Kyle, show us what you're smoking here tonight. Let's see.
So I've got my
Ooh, it's another, wow, a lot of
Amazing.
pipe from the Rising Sun 115.
beautiful.
Nice Missouri Meerschaum.
Not,
Not
not,
a
not Missouri, that's a Meerschaum.
Turkey.
Hey, everybody. That's right. We're starting early. I'm going to
Kyle
get you
isn't
drunk.
to go.
Kyle, right
Everybody-
off the bat, Kyle fucks up.
That's right. It's going to be a nice show. Everyone's going to get nice and toasty.
Hit the share button. Then everybody's got to
Ron,
get.
what are you doing?
Okay.
And tonight we have, I don't know. coming
Oh,
in-
you want to be a copycat and do a Meerschaum
Nice. I like that. Well, so what type of style? It looks like a mushroom.
too? Calabash
Calabash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
style.
Yeah.
I like that. Bob, what do you smoke? Talk to us.
I haven't decided. Either it's going to be the Peterson or the Costello.
So
Ooh.
show us. I mean, what do you think? People are just going to
Well,
use
I,
their...
I think they know.
You know,
But
They know. All right.
losing his brains.
Not a
Don't
Peterson
know.
or the Costello.
All right. Nice.
You know, the Peterson stands out on camera because the Costello
It does.
loses in your shirt. If you go with the Peterson,
There you go.
I'm going to smoke my Meerschaum that I picked up about 20 years ago. It's like my Lion King pipe. It's really pretty. I mean, look at this. Look at nice, great carving. Really cool. Check out the face on that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Very detailed.
Very, very
Nice.
So anyway, for all of you who don't know who we are, I'm Ronnie Pecorini. This is my man Kyle Jesso.
Good evening.
We're up in Chicagoland, and let's go down south to Florida. The one and only, my cousin, retired. Oh no, my brother, retired Bob.
Wow.
Everybody drink. Bob got demoted. He went from being his brother,
Wow.
retired Bob, to his cousin.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's all right. That's all right.
All right, retired Bob, folks, down there hanging out.
How you doing, folks?
Smoking the Peterson. And
It's
then,
my retired cousin over here.
Did you say retarded? I take offense to that.
you don't let him work, Bob, so he might be right hanging out with you. The one and only, the Chooch Master himself, cousin Frank.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
And every week he tries to go lower.
Lower. How low can you go?
Well, we
How
went
low
pretty
can you
low.
go?
I mean, lots going on there.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa. We got a thunderstorm here.
I think somebody's trying to knock on my door. I'm not getting any deliveries, but I hear something. Hold on a second,
Oh, what
folks.
the hell is
I
this?
mean, I know we had news today. Oh, come on in. Come on in. Who is this? Who is this?
How you doing? I'm Kenny from FedEx. I have a delivery here for the Great Smoke Show.
Oh,
I need
wow.
your signature right here.
all right.
FedEx.
Wow.
Delivering at
FedEx.
8:35.
You're getting FedEx.
You're getting FedEx.
Oh,
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
the
very
great
much.
links.
Thank
the great
you.
smoke show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So you must have
What-
gotten the press release too about the great
Yeah.
smoke show.
My truck is running outside. So, what is your last name?
I'm not saying.
Okay. The Chooch.
Delivered then.
The Chooch. And you?
Judge Master.
The Chooch Master. Okay. Thank you so much for.
Thank you
you're
very
more
much.
than welcome.
Thank you
And that's-
very much.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
from Judge Judy.
Judge
It's from
Judy.
Judge
Oh,
Judy.
Judge
Yes.
Judy.
Judge Judy.
Oh,
So the
Yes.
case is over, I
the
gather.
case is over.
Yes.
I don't know. You have to open up and see what's inside.
It's not a COD, but you can open it
But
now
it's
that
a-
you signed for it.
Thank you.
Circuit Court 17, downtown
So,
Manhattan.
we're being served some
We're
kind
being
of.
served.
We're being served something.
What are we being told what to do?
I don't know. It looks to me like we are actually have just gotten from the judge. She gave us approval for.
Wow.
We are now calling our show. It is rebranded to the Great Cigar and Pipe Show, folks.
This is an exclusive.
It is an
It is
exclusive.
exclusive.
You know, it's interesting. At 4:00, I get a panicked message from Ron, and of course, what it says is, Frank, stop the press release. I go, what the hell happened? So little did we know. I mean, what's nice is Abe decided to give us a buzz and let us know, hey,
Abe, our friend.
Hey, Honest Abe, our friend, he said, hey, guys, I just got notice. I got wind that you guys are changing your name to the Great Smoke Show, and it might have conflicts with what our event is, which is the Great Smoke. So in an effort to keep things peaceful, because that's what we do here, we are the peaceful show. Also, that's why we're smoking peace pipes.
And we respect our friends.
And we respect our friends, and we're smoking the peace pipe. So in honor of Abe, tonight's show is broadcasted to you by the Great Cigar.
Cigar and Pipe Show.
Everyone drank. We had a Frankism.
There we go.
Drink again.
You know what? By the way, we had a Frankism earlier today. Now we'll continue it. That's all.
Okay. We just want to tell everybody.
Starting tomorrow, we're not going to have a name. It's just going to be a symbol.
Yes, we're going to be formally known as.
Formerly known as.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
moving on.
We had a little drama this afternoon, but you know what? Not that we couldn't work it out. We figured it out, like civil human beings. That's what we do.
Like
That's how we
businessmen that we are, the intelligent beings that we are.
Exactly, intelligent beings.
I eat a lot of beans, but
Well, we got a lot of coffee beans around here too.
there you go.
And I think, hey, I know for
Yes.
me,
Kathy, can you help us and get this Rincho done correctly? This is
your intro.
Wow, wait. Meanwhile, we got the FedEx guy over here. He's drinking all of our bourbon.
he's steady.
His truck is running. Shouldn't he be running? His truck?
Like they own the place.
Don't let Fred Smith know.
Nobody else's package.
Well,
Anyway,
Hey,
So-
tonight we have the pleasure of we're going to add Ken. Slide on over, Bob. We're going to
Where
add
am I
Ken.
sliding? Oh.
So here's our FedEx delivery person. He happens to be my cousin's husband. So then, by relation, he is my cousin-in-law. Bob is trying to move, but he can't.
That's okay.
He's
yeah,
12.
he's retired.
You got
It's
a
your-
nail
it's your show.
in the bottom of this leg over here that's into the carpet.
Oh boy! All right,
That's all right.
all right. You can see us all. So anyway, tonight's show, Ken has never smoked a pipe, so I think it's befitting. And we told him about pipe smoking, and he's like, "I'd love to try
So he went to Home Depot today and got a 2-inch black pipe.
pipe,
I got
and
it.
we're gonna have him smoke
I
black
don't know how much stuff we could get in there.
And he got all sorts of fittings for it. So
A little elbows. A little,
yep.
1/4 inch.
And then they had to rethread that piece there, the stem, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, we have to move on, guys, because we do have a special guest in
We
the
do.
room. And before we get to it, we have to do our sponsors. And then we'll come back and give Kenny the lesson of how to load a pipe, smoke a pipe.
A lesson of a lifetime.
Exactly.
I cannot
But
wait.
Before we do that, and before we bring Lee on, right after we go to commercials, I have a little special spot that introduces Lee to our audience. So we'll be back.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines: the Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in 1. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP Cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Boveda 2-way humidification.
It all begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our 2 major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars, designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we're back.
And we are introing Lee with this little intro.
Smoking a pipe is such a personal thing. And it becomes a contemplating friend with you. You spend so much time with the piece of wood, it becomes part of you. And when it goes away, so does part of you.
Famous tobacco pipe maker named Lee Erck. Lee has been making pipes for over 30 years now and has no plan on stopping.
I don't call it going to work anymore. I haven't for a long time. I'm going to my shop. Because I come down here and the whole rest of the world disappears. It's me and the piece of wood that I'm working on. And I get so involved in it, the time just flies by. I look at the piece of wood, decide what pipe will look best in that piece of wood. Which shape can I get out of this piece? So then I figured out I had to catch their eye first. And what made somebody's favorite pipe? Well, it's how it feels in your hand, how it feels in your mouth, and last but not least, how it smokes.
Although Lee doesn't have any children, he thinks of all of his pipes that he has sold across the world and how they will be around even after he is gone.
Well, I don't have any kids to leave, so it's kind of replaces that feeling. Because a little piece of myself leaves with every pipe that goes out of here. And there's little pieces of me all over the world. And there'll come a day when somebody will be cleaning up Grandpa's house somewhere in the world. And they'll find this pipe.
Wonderful,
Wow,
wonderful
beautiful.
beginning.
Beautiful.
And folks, we are so excited to introduce to you our friend, the great man himself, Mr. Lee Erck. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for coming on tonight out of your busy schedule. But you know what? I seen you at the Chicago Pipe Show. We hit it off, and I couldn't wait to get you on to this date. It's been an honor and a pleasure to knowing you and seeing all the fine pipes that you have come up with and carved. And you know what? Each pipe is a baby that somebody who owns is going to have you as their Papa Bear, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again, guys. I appreciate coming on. I like doing this. I feel that I'm giving back to the industry, and it's hard to do financially sometimes, but I can always give you a piece of my time.
We thank you for that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess there are people who really are not known to you. People don't know who you are and how you started. Could you give us a little bit of the background so people understand your love and your passion of what you do? And hopefully they will look to pick up one of your babies for their own collection.
Well, started smoking a pipe back in 1958 when I was in the Army. And I've been a pipe smoker pretty much since then. Back in the younger days, I did smoke cigarettes, and I was after I got out of the Army and college and all that, I'll make a short story. I was in a industry that was very competitive, and the pipe didn't get smoked all that much then. And after I got out of there, I got to the age where I couldn't continue anymore. I knew it was coming to an end. I helped a man put a pipe shop together here in Marquette, and found out about a guy in Minnesota selling a repair business. And I was looking for the extra income. Got in touch with him. We made a deal. He came over here and spent 10 days with me, I think it was. This is back in the mid 80s, mid to late 80s sometime. I'm not exactly sure when. I don't remember. I'm old.
Now we know why Bob goes through all this forgetfulness.
Well, you know, I started taking Prevagen, and you know that it's starting to work already.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
I can tell you what I had for breakfast 6 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
But that's easy. I never eat breakfast.
Very good. Very good.
So anyway, I repaired pipes for a number of years, and when I started repairing, I had no ambition to make pipes. I was just going to be a repairman, and I had pipe repairs from shops all over the country at that time. But then somehow I got bit by the bug. I kept looking at the pipes I had, and I had, machine-made pipes. I had Jobies, I had some Stanwells, some Savinellis, and I kept looking at the wood, and I kept thinking, this wood is too interesting just to do what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, a bulldog's a bulldog. I don't care who made it, And it just kind of evolved from there. And as you heard in that intro, I went through that process, that thought process, before I made a pipe.
Right.
First of all, it's got to smoke good. Well, what smokes good? Well, back in those days, it was everybody talked about Dunhill and their oil curing. Oh, well, what the hell do you do for oil curing, and their patents are available online. You can read them. I didn't, but I just started experimenting with a box. When I bought that business, I got a huge box, a cardboard box. Boxes of Kleenex came in it. There must have been, I don't know, dozens of boxes in it. And it was full of old pipes. And the guy that I bought the thing from, he told me, he said, these are practice pipes. If you get a pipe in that's broken in a way you've never fixed before, take something out of the box, break it like the broken one, fix it, the practice pipe, then you know how to do it. You don't screw up a customer's pipe.
What a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never even thought about that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So there was BBBs in there, and there were some Webers, stuff like that, you know. I took those and threw the bits away, reamed them down to wood, and started oil curing them and putting a bit in and giving them away to friends or smoke it myself if I liked the pipe. And of course, in the beginning, the first couple of puffs, and boy, they went in the garbage in a hurry. So you're back to square one. Keep trying, keep changing, you know, doing this, doing that. And I finally came up with what I thought worked for used pipes.
Right.
But now, what about new wood? So I bought from J.H. Lowe, and at that time they were up in New York. It was before they moved down to Georgia. I bought 75 pieces of the cheapest briar I could find. I think I paid $1.50 a piece.
Wow.
And I making new pipes, and oil curing them. And those pipes, I gave away most of them. I did sell some, I think, for $20 or $25, but they went with review. That's not the word. See, the Prevagen ain't working.
Take one now. This way you can remember.
And everybody that got a pipe got one of those sheets, and it was a way to evaluate the pipe.
Oh, okay. So you gave them kind of like a, hey, review the pipe. Tell me how you think. What you think.
Little survey.
Survey, yeah. And when I started getting those back, I knew I was onto something because I didn't get a bad one.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
And I got almost all of them back.
Wow.
And,
Wow.
well, I threatened them with Guido. So,
Guido's a good threat. We use that all the time, Lee.
If Vito wasn't there, Rocco was there. I know.
He made an offer he couldn't refuse.
How did you actually learn, though, the entire, I'll say, repair process first?
yeah, that was a great lesson.
You had to replace stems and tenons. And so how did you learn that part of it?
Practice. Self-taught, basically, and what Dave showed me what to do.
Right.
You know, and you just got to keep doing it till you get it right.
So that was back in the late 80s, mid to late 80s.
Yeah, mid to late 80s.
You must have had some machining knowledge because obviously how to use a lathe and stuff.
Actually, I started with a drill press, and I had a one-inch belt sander, bench mounted. I mean, it worked, but it was slow.
Primitive, huh?
No, belt sander.
Yeah.
And a drill press, and buffing wheels, things like that.
Right.
So we had a question earlier by one of our listeners, Kafie. She wanted to know would you consider yourself an artist or a wood carver at this point? I mean, it's just trying to figure out how you would relate yourself to it. There you go.
Yeah. People try to label me as an artist, but if you really look at my pipes, I'm putting attractive curves, circles, squares,
Right.
roots. And to me, that's more architectural than anything.
Gotcha.
I've got a drafting background. I got 4 years of it in college.
Oh, okay. So you're a draftsman. So you do have, you have that eye to begin with scale, because scale is important in pipe building, obviously. So when you're looking at a piece of Briar, are you looking at the grain, at some of the imperfections and some of the things that Briar inherently brings, and then saying, you know what, I think this is the proper shape, or this is what I'm going to do?
To a certain degree, yes. But it's gotten to the point now where what I do with my website is I have people go there when they want to order a pipe from me. Well, go to, are you there?
Yep.
Yeah.
On www.vonerck.com. That's where we're going.
Yeah. Okay.
We talk about Predigen too, just in case.
Go to my website and find the pipe you want. Click on the thumbnail, and that'll take you to the page where that pipe lives, and there'll be more photos of it. And
Right.
on the page, there's a button to click. It says something like "Contact the pipe maker." And you click that button, it'll open your email program, and the serial number of the pipe will be the subject line.
Gotcha.
So when I get the email, I can go into my picture file, because I've got all my pipes, what pictures I have left, by year.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So I can go in there, because the first two numbers of the serial number are the last two numbers of the year backwards.
Ah, okay.
So it's hard to do that with 22, but
It's just like spelling Bob backwards. It's all going to come out to be the same.
and then there's 3 digits after that, and that is chronological order within the year.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I know exactly what they want. I can bring up pictures of it, print it out, attach it to the email, take it downstairs, and put it at the bottom of a very high stack of orders.
Now, Lee, when do you do commissioned work, or are all of your pipes inventoried and then sold out of inventory? How do you wind up selling?
A little of both ways.
Oh, both. Okay.
Lately, I've been doing more of the commissions that I've got, but I find myself thinking I have become a phrasing machine for myself, because they're ordering off of my website, and they're ordering pipes that most people like, so I'm just recreating the same thing over and over.
Right.
I should develop a phrasing machine or something for that.
Yeah. Or duplicate yourself.
You should just use the Xerox machine, you know?
You can do it. I mean, I've seen the phrasing machines work, and they're big machines, but they have a metal pattern.
Right.
And there's like a pointer on it. It follows it around, and that pointer positions the cutter, which is on the pipe.
Right.
And there's Briar chips flying. And,
now, how many pieces of Briar do you have on hand at any particular time?
I have no idea.
More than 2.
It's more than a couple.
Yeah, I do.
He's got a handful.
So we have a question here by one of our listeners, Kevin Thompson. what I'm curious about is the quality of Briar from the early 80s versus now. Is the Briar now pretty small and bad, or what?
Oh,
We got an answer.
I buy all of my Briar from Mimo.
Mimo.
Yeah.
Mimo's, yes, definitely. He is
Got the best.
I've been buying my Briar from Mimo since his first Chicago pipe show.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And a little story involved with this. The year before that, I asked Teddy Knutson if he had any Briar in his shop that he would sell me. And I gave him, I don't know, a couple $100 or whatever it was. And I got 12 pieces of Briar. He told me they were from Corsica.
Okay.
And man, it was gorgeous stuff.
Wow.
I was just melting every time I was making a pipe out of there. Next year, I come to the pipe show, and this is back, we were still smoking inside.
Oh, yeah.
The bar, you know, at Pheasant Run.
Yep.
And the first thing I see Teddy at the bar, so I go up to Teddy, have you got some more of that Briar? And he says, well, why don't you just buy it from this guy? And he points to Mimo. He's sitting next to him. That's who he was talking to. So I started, Mimo came over to my table on Sunday, and he probably spent at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, talking to me and looking at my Briar and so on, you know, getting to know me, getting to know my pipes.
Right.
And I started getting all my Briar there. I've been to Mimo's a number of times.
Right.
So you know his dad too, right?
Yeah, I know people.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy. I gave him a pipe one time.
Did you?
Wow.
I bet your Mimo's got it now.
Yeah, I had two really nice pipes, and when I got there, I said, Mimo, I've got these two pipes. I don't know which one to give your dad. And he said, well, show him both, and I'll tell him he can take his choice, which was a really good idea because he picked the one he liked best. And every time I was there, he'd come out of their apartment smoking that pipe.
Wow.
Compliment. Very nice.
And he had pipes from all the biggies, believe me. I saw his collection, and there were Kronowitz and Teddy Knutsons and all the big things.
Wow.
Well, he honored you, so he put you up with the Mount Rushmore of carvers, buddy.
Yeah. Never thought for 1 second that I'd be where I am.
You are, and
how's it feel?
Now, I have a good question for you. I mean, you're getting up in years. Do you have an apprentice, somebody who you want to kind of pass on your kind of skill set to someone who can kind of carry that pipe making ability to that lives near you, or somebody who you've kind of taken under your wing?
I've had a number of guys come up here over the years and spend a week, 10 days, 2 weeks with me. But to be honest, no, I don't have anybody that I'm going to pass anything on to, really. Well,
right.
There is one guy from Missouri. He's going to get all my equipment, any Briar I have, and any pipe I have left over.
Gotcha. So he's kind of like next in line, I'll call him.
Well, he's made some pipes, but he won't show them to anybody. I've never seen one.
At least he told you he made some pipes.
He told you.
But he's retiring the end of the month.
Okay.
So
Speaking of retiring, Lee, when you had your 9 to 5, how many cigars, how many pipes could you make during your day job, if compared to now being retired?
I've been self-employed my entire life.
Okay. All right.
Before the repair shop, doing the repairs, I owned a boarding kennel, and my ex-wife was a groomer, and I had a professional dog handler's license from the AKC, and I traveled the country.
Wow.
Wow.
So you showed dogs then? You were, you showed dogs.
Yeah, there used to be a big one down at Stockyards Inn, the International Show. That was that always turned out to be like 4 days, because they'd have smaller shows. Like I showed her in a Rottweiler specialty down there, and there was always something going on the days before the International. That was always Saturday and Sunday bench show.
That's really interesting.
So we do have one of our listeners again, and a friend of ours, Kevin Thompson, who owns a nice little shop in Arkansas. He has over 200 pipes in his collection, but he wants one from your collection. What should he do to get in touch with you? And guess what?
The
website.
The website.
Go to the website, find a picture that you like, click on it, it'll take you to the page, and send me an email.
There you go.
He said we will be in touch soon, so I'm sure you're going to get an email from Kevin Thompson talking about a pipe, I'm sure.
Lee, what's the turnaround time for that?
I have no idea. The stack is about this thick.
If he orders today by 2030, he'll have one.
I'm waiting on some Briar from Nemo.
Oh.
All right, we'll have to take
we know how the Italian mail is.
I need some #1 grade.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Now you talk about your pipes as if they were children, and I totally get that. Now, how many places have you sent your pipes to? Well, what parts of the world? I mean, it seems like, I think basically almost every continent probably has one of your pipes in it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Japan.
Yep.
South Korea, China, Singapore. Europe is, but I did have some in Germany for a while, but I haven't had a guy in a while.
Wow.
I haven't been making enough recently to really supply shops.
Right.
Well, we got a couple of questions here for you from the president of the Chicago Pipe Club, Tim Garrity himself. And you know Tim, obviously. He likes to know, where do you draw your ideas and inspiration for your pipe design?
I have gotten it all over. A lot of it's, in fact, what is that pipe? I've only named a shape for one pipe. And that's a Luton. And it's got to be up there someplace, but I don't see it. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, no worries. A Luton, Lutton, I'm assuming?
No, L-O-O-N.
Oh, a loon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, we are kind of a little bit of a loon here. We're loons.
Well, I am too.
Oh, I love the shape of that.
Look at that.
Nice. I'm originally from northern Minnesota, and I got loons right here in the case. I was finishing this pipe in 2001, and I ended up, I blasted part of it. I had to blast part of it, but I was sanding on the smooth, finishing that. And all afternoon going through my mind was, I knew I had seen that shape somewhere. I knew I had seen that shape. And it took me about 3 days before it finally dawned on me. I sniped a picture off the internet of a loon standing on his tail. His wings are in, and his head looks like that.
Oh, yes.
But even more of a bend.
Got it.
But that was a little too much for a pipe. So I just kind of flattened it out. and that's what happened to the loon. And now it's shit. They come all over. I got a couple of them over there. I can't reach them.
What's the finish on that? Is that an oil finish or?
Say again?
Is that an oil finish on that one? What's the finish on that pipe?
It's just carnauba wax.
Carnauba. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Nice.
then
Nice finish on it.
there was some stuff that you don't like to look, so I blasted the one side.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other side is smooth.
Nice and smooth. Yeah.
Right.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very, very neat piece.
Hey, Lee, I'm going to go back to our listener and our friend Kevin. He said he has blocks of Briar. If he sends you his own personal blocks of Briar, could you make it that pipe for him out of his own? Something beautiful out of it.
What's that?
What number is stamped on there on the side of the Briar?
Oh, he's got to get a number. Kevin,
Kevin, we need more information, Kevin.
Yeah. What
No.
number you got?
Is it Plateau or is it Evesham?
All right, we'll get
Oh.
that answer if he's listening.
He uses like a 1 and then like Roman numeral 2 and Roman numeral 3 on them.
Okay.
All right, we'll wait for that
Now,
answer.
here's the problem. He sends me a piece of Briar. I spend all morning getting it ready to drill out, and I drill it out just before lunch. And when I get done, there's a huge Grand Canyon inside the bowl.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Now, I didn't do that. Mother Nature did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How do I get paid for those 4 hours I just put in there?
Ooh.
Gotcha.
He
Ask him
said,
anything, the piece of wood was no good.
right.
Yeah.
It's
So-
a plateau, is what he's saying.
Plateau.
Yeah.
He said the plateaus. Okay. Did he buy them at the Chicago show, I suppose? Or he maybe ordered them from, or he might have got them from Vermont Freehand too.
Vermont Freehand, yeah. That's
Well,
it.
he's listening, so maybe we get an answer from him. We also have a person you might know, Ace Moran. I met Lee some years ago at Singapore Pipe Show aboard a floating restaurant. Very humble and approachable guy. Talked to him while he was smoking McAllen's 5100 red cake.
McClellan's.
McClellan. 5100 red cake. Nice to see you again. So you have somebody who's met you in the past there that wanted to shout out. I don't know if you remember him or not, but with all the people you know, who knows?
Yeah, I couldn't see his picture very good. It was very small.
Yeah.
I think it's a bottle of what? 21-year-old?
Yeah, it's a small little picture of him.
Glad Kyle got it.
That pipe show was on a Mississippi River boat that they moved from Mississippi to Singapore.
Wow. They moved it from Mississippi.
And still work.
It
Wow.
still worked. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
and they drove the boat there, right?
I doubt it.
So Kevin did say he did get that Briar from the Chicago Pipe Show years ago. So it pretty well probably is a Mimo piece.
And it's a number 1. That's the one he's going to give you to put his application on the top of the pile.
So Lee, we have a novice pipe smoker. He's never smoking
Ever.
He's sitting next to me. So we're thinking we should have Bob kind of introduce him into pipe smoking. So Bob,
This is the FedEx guy who only smokes from glass pipes.
right?
Another podcast.
All right.
Those are different types of smokes.
So we were just going to introduce him. Frank got a...
His name is Ken.
Hey Lee, how you
Ken.
doing?
And he got a pipe from RNA Treasures over
yep.
here. It's a nice little billiard.
What
Let you hold
Okay.
this.
tobacco have you got for him?
Oh, this is going to be one that I let him smell it. It's a caramel because he does like flavored cigars.
I do.
So this one is going to be one that
that'll burn hotter.
It will burn hot, but it's the flavor that'll probably entice him.
Pack it loose and tamp it often.
Yep.
Okay.
What we're going to do here?
The first one, Lee, is loose.
Loose.
And with your tamper, you're going to pack it often here.
Going to take a pinch.
Take a pinch.
Take a pinch.
Okay.
Just kind of dribble.
That's a little big, but yeah, do
right.
it over the pouch so it doesn't go all over Frank's lap.
Dribble down.
Very loose. Very loose.
Very loose.
Push it in a little bit. You got to get it
Okay.
in there a little
All
bit.
right.
Loosey goosey.
Now you're going to grab another pinch.
Another pinch. A smaller pinch.
And you're going to push that slightly down.
There you
Okay.
go. Perfect.
What you want to do is create an air chamber at the bottom. See, feel
Okay.
it now. All right, a little different from what you had. Grab
Okay.
another one. That's going to be your final one. It's going to
Okay.
top the bowl
That's
off.
gonna top it off.
Okay. There you
And
go.
this is the one I want to push
This
in
is slightly.
slightly.
And there you go. Now you're
Okay.
packed. Okay.
All right.
Now you're going to get Frank's lighter. We don't want to use a torch because you'll score the,
Okay. So it's the sideways.
sideways. Yes.
Just so you keep the pipe that way, put it up to your mouth.
Okay.
There you go.
Don't forget
Slow,
to
slow
Nice,
draws,
slow
very
draws,
slow
good.
draws.
Bob, you forgot the most important counterclockwise twist.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that one.
And then we're going to light it again here.
Putty told me that one, and I won't do it.
While he's doing that, we do have another question from another friend here in Chicagoland. He's a carver. He's
You know what it is? Fan.
Fan
Knocking
is
the
killing
light
me.
out.
I
Yeah.
know. There you
And
go.
Ted wants to know: have you ever used olive or mortar with any of your pipes, or tried it?
No.
No. Okay. There you go, Ted.
I made more, right?
No.
Not in interest, but I get emails all the time. In fact, I had a guy email me.
Good, right?
Yeah.
One guy, I don't know, he's in the Middle East. He thinks I'm a pipe store.
And you just
He
kind of
wants
inhale it to your
either
nose.
28
Yeah, you
cost
good.
me 28.
A little bit. Just tap it.
Frank, you're talking over
You're
Lee.
talking
please.
over Lee.
Sorry.
Quiet. Mute yourselves.
I've had offers to buy Meerschaum, Morta, Olive. I'm too much of a traditionalist.
Okay. All right.
I do own some Meerschaums, but I very seldom smoke them.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Well, Ted's been putting out some amazing pipes. As
Yeah.
of late. And he's got his pipes right now sitting at Arlington Pipe and Cigar Shop in Arlington Heights, Illinois. He's also got Strike the Box out in Rockford. He's part of the Chicago Pipe Club now, and he really has a passion. He's got a great eye, and he's got some good stuff. So I know he is listening on. He's asking questions, and he's trying to, I guess, learn anything that you're saying to see if he can help.
Wonderful pipes. I see some of his stuff on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Good.
I spent Friday at the Chicago Pipe Show, the half table deal. I was right next to him. We
Okay.
got to talk. We talked all day, all day.
We have a question from one of our listeners, Lee, from the Chooch himself, Joey Galino.
Joey
He goes,
Chooch.
which pipe or backstory to a pipe you've made means the most to you?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Looks like we're going to see it in person.
Yes, you are.
Ooh,
Wow. Holy cow.
Look at that. Perfect for the
Oh my
thumb.
God.
Beautiful.
Hold it.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the
Nice.
Look
That's
at
a
the
nice
grain
pipe,
on that. It's amazing.
Very nice.
What
Can
kind
you
of
keep
stem?
it there? Because I want to
Yeah,
take a
what kind
picture
of
because I'm
stem?
going to make that one tonight.
Um,
Very
beautiful.
nice.
this pipe is made out of Briar from Greece.
Mm.
I made this pipe back. My lighting's not very good in here. Cotton picker, I can't see that. 1989.
Wow.
33 years ago. Very nice.
And I sold it to a pipe store in Saginaw. And my deal with the retailers were, if they didn't sell the pipe in what they considered a reasonable length of time, up to them, I would take pipes back, credit them what they paid for it, and get them new stock. And I regretted the day I sold that pipe. But I did. And I stopped in the store sometime later. I don't know if it was 6 months, a year, year and a half, whatever. And the store owner was Mary Edwards, was her name. She still had it, and she wanted to trade it in. Oh,
got excited there.
Yes, I had put down there back in '89. I had to go on the road to sell the pipe. I was down there selling pipes. So she picked out some new ones and wrote me a check and handed me that pipe. I got out in my pickup truck and I lit it up, and it ain't going nowhere again.
Wow.
That's a call having a Woody on that one. That's for sure. Good for you.
Smokers in Saginaw that they didn't buy it.
That's a beautiful.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, Lee, hold on a second, because we are going to go to our sponsor time. We're going to come back, and we got a load of questions. People are going to start typing some stuff up, and we're having a great, great following. A lot of people are saying hello out there personally. They know you, and obviously you have a lot of fans right now on the show. But folks, again, hit the share button. Let's get this man to the world. Even though he's known, let's get him out there again. Frank, take it away.
Howard G Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes, we grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewv.com.
And we are back.
There we are.
Just to let you know, one of your fans, John Maggs. I don't know if you're from. Okay, so Frank put it up there. I'm a big fan of Mr. Lee Von Erck ever since I watched Father of the Flame documentary. I am a pipe maker from the Philippines, hoping to gain some knowledge so I can implement it in my work. Any words of wisdom to the man in the Philippines?
Well, the first thing he has to do is change his currency into dollars and pay Lee an enormous amount of money for all that knowledge.
What time is it in the Philippines?
Yeah, what
right
time
now?
is it in the Philippines right now?
I don't even know. I think 14 hours difference from us.
It's tomorrow already.
It's tomorrow. But
the rule of thumb for that is it's always tomorrow in Asia.
Yes, it's always tomorrow. Tell us our future.
What are those lotto
What's the
numbers?
lottery numbers? Yes.
It's 9:30 a.m.
It's 9:30. That's so he is listening. He is on, John. So Lee, if you got anything to tell John, he's on, man. He's
tips.
Keep practicing.
Don't become a phrasing machine for the Danes.
Ah.
That's happened to almost every internet pipe maker there is. That's all they do is copy the Danes, and you don't see any of that in my work.
No.
Right. No, totally unique.
Look around you. You can find stuff that you'll see a shape somewhere, whether it's in your backyard or somewhere. You'll see a shape someplace, and you'll say, "I can make that into a pipe."
Well, you're becoming an artist. It's like taking a blank canvas and deciding, okay, I'm going to create. And that's pretty much what you're doing. I mean, you're creating stuff that isn't the norm. I mean, it's not like you said earlier, a machine-made product. This is your hands making something unique.
Well, the thing is about the shapes, Lee, the beautiful thing about the shapes of your pipes and the uniqueness of the pipes, I think you use a lot of I'll call it media. I've seen you use deer antler as, so that part of, are you a hunter? Is that how that happened? Or was it just by fluke? Or how were you inspired with that?
I was a hunter one time, and I haven't been able to. I haven't got a camp to go to. I don't know. I know people with camps, but I don't get invited. But, well, it's family, It's all the deer camp up here is all family things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do know one guy. He goes by himself, and he doesn't want anybody else there.
You can tell him to bring back some stuff for you.
But that guy just shot a 200-pound black bear with a longbow.
Whoa!
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's good.
Jeez.
A lot of practice here.
Lee, when did you go from just making pipes in your garage to, hey, I've got something here that people will like? When was that turn? When was that first initial doing it as a hobby to, wow, I think I've got something here.
So I can make money.
Yeah.
It was never a hobby.
It was never a hobby.
Okay.
It was never a hobby.
Gotcha.
In the beginning, I was making a reasonable living, not as good a living as handling dogs, but when I basically quit showing dogs and started doing repairs, I was making a reasonable living just doing that.
Just doing that.
Then the pipes worked in. and then it turned out making pipes is better than doing repairs.
Well, okay.
I
We
bet
got a question from the pipe tobacco and food. He says it might be a stupid question, but are you still making loon pipes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
So that's part of, or they got it on the website to pick one out and
Yep.
send it in and put it on the list.
I've done different things with it. With
that shape. Yep.
With that original thing, it's branched out into something like, where'd that one go? There he is. It branched out into something like this.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that still basically be called a loon. It's the same bowl. It's just bigger diameter here.
Right.
And it's got a diamond shank on the bottom and round on the top. I don't know. I wish I could draw up a picture quick, but I'm afraid to try that.
Hey, Frank, can you put the website on, Frank, again? Because it looks like some people might be interested in taking a look. Here's the website, folks. Take a look while Lee is looking for some pipes for you.
Yeah.
There you go. And this website, folks, is man, a catalog of what you might be interested in.
It's interesting because that on the website is actually a loon. And it has some really cool ribbing along the shank there, which I really find quite unique.
You mean flutes like this?
Let's see. Let me take
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Take that off there, Frank.
Oh, yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I've done that. I've done something like this.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Love the shank and stem. Beautiful.
Bruce Stark once again comes through. Thank you, Bruce.
Here's the.
What's Bruce doing?
Oh, look at
that.
Wow. Nice.
Now that's the one you just grab at the top and you twist it, right?
Yeah, you do a twist.
You heat it up in the fire first.
Wow. Beautiful.
Amazing.
That bowl is the same bowl that's on that original loon, but this one is just a little bit bigger than the original.
Right.
This one's a lot bigger. And that other one I had up here is a lot bigger yet.
Right.
This one's got a flat shank on the top and the bottom and rounded on the side. It's just with the same shapes and just moving it around and trying to do something different.
Right. Now, Lee, do you often find that other pipe makers, not that they would steal, but they would interpret a pipe that you've made and create their own pipe, but really use the shape that was really your shape?
They haven't.
Oh, they haven't.
Not that you know of.
Not that you know of.
I haven't seen any. I did see one guy put flutes in a pipe.
I like that shape.
That's really cool.
Really interesting.
That's very interesting. The fluting on the bowl and
how big is that pipe? What's?
Oh, I don't know. That big.
Yeah.
Where I'm sitting, it looks almost like
for
7-inch length on the.
Okay.
It's a nice pipe. Beautiful.
It is. Nice deep bowl.
Yeah.
I did see one guy tried to do something similar to that. It was in the tent at Pheasant Run on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had come in and I got myself a table and he came. The only thing left was right next to me. And that pipe didn't show up on his table till late in the afternoon.
Give us his name. We'll ban him from coming there.
Now, Lee, a question: do you have you found out any like counterfeits that have used your name? Or anything that are similar to yours that, hey, that's not my cigar, but they're my pipe, but they're selling it as mine.
No.
Good.
Thank goodness for that.
Thank
But
goodness.
There's somebody in China.
Well, that's I didn't want to say that name, but they are good at copycatting.
Yeah, that pipe you got there, Lee Von Shine.
They do like copycat and sell it.
I don't think the guy's a pipe maker even, but he called himself Lee Von Erck.
Whoa.
Oh no.
I don't know what the hell.
Wow. Wow. Lee, question. Do you still have your first pipe?
Here we go.
Oh, you got it. Look at that. Wow.
Remembers their first, don't they?
There it is.
Nice.
That 1958 or the one that you personally made?
No, I made it.
You made that one.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is out of that wood I got from J.H. Lowe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and no disrespect here, but that does have the Danish look to it.
Yep.
Quick answer, Bob. Quick answer. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
What?
you know.
Because Smithsonian just called. They want that pipe.
I wish I had gotten to meet Sexton Everson.
Oh.
In Father the Flame, he says a lot of things that went through my mind too, and went through my mind long before Father the Flame came out.
Give me an example. What?
Well, he looked at the wood and thought you could do something different with it. You know, you don't have to make a machine-made pipe.
Right.
And they, you know, the Danes have always made very different stuff.
The originator of the freehand, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now, Lee, a question for you. I know that pipe smoking was very, very big back in the 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s,
even the 60s,
right?
Because that's when I started.
Have you seen a resurgence now in pipe? Because there was a lull there for a little while. Have you seen a greater interest now? And also, I've seen a lot of actually more women involved, not only in the smoking of pipes, but in the actual pipe carving and making.
Yes, there, and some again, I'm going to say artists,
truly,
because I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Sabina.
And her work is just outstanding.
She's very, very good.
Yes, she is.
And so is that she from Kansas City, Scotty Purcell.
Right.
She's known for her thin shanks.
Right.
Pencil shanks. And she's really a nice lady too. And her husband's a nice guy. Anyway, as far as the resurgence, I seem to see a lot more younger guys.
There you go.
Right.
Yep.
Which is encouraging for the future.
Right.
We see a lot of that at the Chicago Pipe Show. In the past, I would say 10 years, there's been a lot of new young guys picking up on pipe smoking.
Remember, for a couple of years, I guess they still come to the Chicago show, but I think it was Purdue that had a pipe club and had to meet off campus because they couldn't smoke on campus. But they meet off campus. They came one year. They came to the Chicago show and they all had T-shirts. Purdue.
Oh, they're the ones that had the chicken on the T-shirt, right?
I don't remember what exactly was on it. But, they all had this. And the first, it was at St. Louis. A bunch of fraternity guys came in. Some of them in three-piece suits with the vest on, and some of them had sport coats and slacks. I mean, they were all dolled up.
Wow.
Huh. Nice. Lee, we got a question from a good friend of ours, and well, He's a pipe repairer. He does fantastic work. Jamie Connolly. He wants to know, do you have any top 3 new or emerging pipe makers you're following or seeing do work above and beyond that you keep tabs on?
Well, do they have young?
They don't have to be young. No, I guess he's saying young because he's a young guy himself. But we kind of just talked about the young people getting involved. So he's looking for people that you might know that you are keeping track on. Who's out there that's hot?
Besides Jamie.
I would keep my eye on Ted if I were you guys.
Ted? There you go. Yeah, Ted is amazing pipes. We've seen it.
Yes.
Got him down. Yeah.
The better your pipes while they're cheap. His pipes. Because I think he's selling them way too cheap.
And Ted might be watching.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We might be ordering pipes. I don't know.
Oh, there's Ted now. Leave Ted a second to none. He's listening.
He's listening. He says,
"Go buy that pipe. I want it at the same price or cheaper."
Yeah. That $15 pipe you promised me. I still want it.
Yeah, I would keep my eye on Ted for one. And there's other young that are really good, and I just wonder how long they're going to last, because they are so young. But like J. Allen.
Okay.
J. Allen.
Okay.
Yeah, really a nice guy. And Michael Parks is a great guy.
Where are they out of these two guys? Because we know Ted's right here in Chicagoland. Jamie's right by Milwaukee. So these two guys are part of the Chicago Pipe Club. Hopefully they'll meet and discuss that. But what about the other two? Where are they located?
Jeff J. Allen is in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Michael Parks is in Toronto.
Oh, Canadian.
Yeah. Hockey player.
A hockey player, no less.
Hey, about it.
I met him years ago. There was a show in D.C., and it was his first time at a pipe show. And after the show was over on Saturday, he and I were the only two left at the hotel. We sat in the bar and had supper and talked pipes, and I gave him some pointers, and he's doing very well for himself.
Lee, how many shows do you go to a year?
Well, you mean up to 2019?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, I've been to Richmond over the years. I've been to one in North Carolina over the years.
No, we got Dave Ellsworth online. He's big with the Richmond show. Hello, Dave. We haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you going to come to the Chicago Pipe Show again? It's the last week in April. We hope to see you there.
Last weekend in April.
Last weekend in April is the time that we were able to get the hotel this year, unfortunately. But yeah, you're happy with that?
Not good? Yes.
I like the end of April better than the end of May. That was
yes. Well, we had to grab what we had to grab, Lee. You know, it's been 2 years and missing, so we took what we can. And again, we got stuck with the last week of April. We're trying to get that second, third week of May in the future. But right now, the last week of April is going to be the Chicago Pipe Show, folks. If all of you listening,
I think there's only one table left, right?
Well, the last week of April, he still got 3 feet of snow in Minnesota.
Yeah, there you go.
Perla picked the first weekend in April for a reason. They did have shows in April, but they kept running into trouble with a Jewish holiday in Easter. Now, the further down you go in May, the busier people get with weddings and graduations and
that's correct.
And you're still gambling on your weather the first weekend in May. Remember the year at Pheasant Run and almost went down?
Yes.
but the first weekend in May, and it's easy to remember when somebody asks you, when is the Chicago Pipe Show? The first weekend in May. That's all
Exactly. Always.
Yeah, we're trying to get back to that plan, as Tim Garrity just wrote. He's the president of the Chicago Pipe Club. Because of our new venue at the Lincolnshire Marriott, we're working our way back to get that first weekend that we've had in Pheasant Run for decades. So we're working on it little by little. But last show, after 2 years hiatus, it seemed like it was real well. Again, I know it was Memorial Day weekend, but we got a lot of great reviews on the place, and also we're going to give it a show again. And then last week of April is what we got scheduled, and we will definitely be putting out a marker on that, a press release, as soon as Tim decides to put one out. So,
do you know Jamie Connolly by any chance? Do you know of him, or
who?
Jamie Connolly? You just asked the question? Do you know him at all?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, because he hasn't made his own pipes as of yet. That will be coming down the line, but he's a great estate restorer. He does wonderful work. I was just wondering if you knew that, because he kind of like has the same path as you did. Starting with all the restorations. I've been to his home many times and watched him work on pipes. He's repaired pipes for myself, as a matter of fact. And I'm just wondering, he's a great guy, and I'm just wondering if you knew him, and maybe the two of you could hook up, because
his machines, though, Bob, tell him, are from the turn of the century.
Well, yeah, he has
everything.
All the dies from I don't even remember how many pipes he can make, which he's working on actually bringing them back. All of his machines in his shop are from the 20s and 30s. He's a very, very talented guy. He's a great guy.
Did he buy the
Euro?
The stuff from Uli?
Yes, you bought everything. Yes, he's the guy who bought everything.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so you do know him. All right.
No, I don't know him. I just know Uli sold all of
Uli, yes. Uline, I said Uli.
Guy. He said actually he smoked
maybe,
with
maybe did eat him by the, and I'm embarrassed if I did and I don't remember, but I'm old, remember?
Yeah, that's right. You got to take more credit. But Jamie did say he did smoke with you at the Chicago Pipe Club at the show itself. But yeah, he is he's a young man with so much talent. If he would only give up that day job of his, he would really make something of himself in the pipe.
By the way, Jamie, I still got my name on that piece of Briar. Whenever you make that pipe.
When you think about being a pipe maker, there's a lot of things you got to consider by giving up a day job.
A paycheck?
Steady income?
Insurance, 401k.
Hey, right.
Yep.
Paid vacations.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no self-employed person working 40 hours a week.
That's right.
And being successful.
Yep.
So true. So true. All righty. Well, people, you've been asking a bunch of questions, and Dave Ellsworth mentioned that he has also got a lathe from 1933. So Dave's another heavy pipe guy, friend of ours. We're learning a lot on the show from people that are doing their own thing back home, and from the Philippines, no less. We're getting questions.
Wow.
So ask some more questions, folks. We are going to take another break, and we will be back with our tremendous segment called Smoke the Shoot. And we're going to have a lot of prizes tonight. So it's not just one, not two, not three, 4 or more. Wow. So stay tuned. Get the share button out there.
By the way, Frank has this rig, so nobody wins.
That's the way I work it.
Okay. Anyway, hang on. We'll be right back, folks, and we're going to have fun closing out on Smoke the Chooch. Take it away, Frank.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. You know, there's generational stuff, and I see it over and over, and yet I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool. Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Dorbecker, and has grown into a signature Firehouse cigar line. Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor. R&A Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
And we're back, folks.
We are back.
So, Lee, we do have one question. You have been coming to the Chicago Pipe Show for many, many years. Will you also be coming down next year and being a tutor for people? Because we have that class of how to make your own pipes, and you've been overseeing that in the past. Will you be joining us again and teaching newbies how to make their own pipes?
I won't be involved with that again.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I won't be involved with that again. Jeff Grasick, we turned it over to him.
Oh, okay.
Couple of years ago, and he's really good at it.
Gotcha.
They had Brian Ruthenberg, and he was terrible.
Don't hold back.
You know,
you really feel about that.
Here's a guy. He's a young guy, married, got a kid. Started making pipes, got too big for his britches. He quit his job at driving a day truck for
FedEx.
He would haul a full loaded trailer over somewhere, pick up and empty it, take it somewhere. I mean, a good job, good benefits. He quit that job. He had some rather interesting business rules that he lived by, and he basically ran out of the business.
There you
go.
He hasn't been around in a long time. I don't think he's got any pipes. I haven't seen him anywhere. I haven't heard from him. I don't know anybody that has. But
as long as you're going to be at the show, that's what counts.
Pardon
As long as you're at the show, that's what really counts.
I'll be at the show, yeah. I'll be there.
So at least we can sit down and have a bowl together.
Oh yeah, I'll probably come in on Thursday.
Perfect.
I leave home whole dark 30. I'm usually at the motel by lunchtime on Thursday.
Okay, perfect.
And I do drop in at the pipe making seminar. I started that. Frank Burla asked me about it. There's a story about that too.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
He's our mentor for this show. It was because of Frank. We do have the greatest show in the world.
Yeah. Well, and Frank was. If you saw Frank at a pipe show other than Chicago, say St. Louis, Columbus, Richmond, it doesn't matter where. If you wanted to talk to Frank, you talked about the Chicago Pipe Show. Rex Paul made 2 or 3 different trips over to Europe talking to the Europeans to get them to come. They put a lot of time and money into making it what it is. It didn't happen overnight.
Right.
I don't know.
I was at the Chicago Pipe Show when it was in, I think it was a Ramada Inn down in Harvey.
Yep. After his house in the garage.
Yeah, we were like at 2 blocks from Indiana down there. Anyway, yeah.
I have a question for you. Since you're internationally known and there's a lot of pipe enthusiasts in Japan and Asia, what's the difference, do you think, between the appreciation of pipe there as opposed to here in the U.S.?
Japan?
Yeah.
The Japanese people are so respectful.
Right.
That I can't describe it. They ask if they can pipe before they'll pick it up.
Nice.
And they'll pick it up and handle it like it's made out of something that's going to break.
Right. Uh-oh. Are the police there, Lee?
No, that's
Japan.
the next pipe.
That was Bob's internet.
That was me.
Get another order.
No, somebody from Japan is actually now watching. I can't read. I can't read Japanese, so but it's somebody
from Japan.
Friend from Minnesota that's trying to watch it, this show, and can't for some reason. She can't get it.
Yeah, we're on everything.
Come on.
She can watch us 24/7 for the rest of her life. We'll always be around. No problem. On Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all live, and then on every other social media, you'll see us, but you won't see our beautiful faces.
The great show.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, folks. Well, I think we got most of the questions answered, and I guess it's that time. So the giveaways. All right, here we go.
You have to explain. You have to talk to Lee and explain to Lee what this segment of the show actually is.
Okay.
So, what I do, Lee, is I kind of throw out some trivia questions about this day in history. I love history. And we let the guys here try to answer them. And please feel free, if you know the answer, to chime in. So if you know the answer to one of my trivia questions, please chime in. And then at the end, we do a trivia question for the audience, and then we do giveaways. So that's how the segment works. And the reason why it's called Smoke or Stump the Chooch is in Italian, chooch is a very, very beautiful animal. And it became our mascot. And this is who he looks like and sounds like.
They use him to take the briar out of the mountains.
That's right.
They do. He's a very important animal for sure. You know,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Actually,
So,
it comes out in that pickup truck you saw us in. The first time I went to Mimos, I told him I wanted to see briar growing. And he said, "Do you want to dig it?" And I said, "No, I just want to see it growing." And he took me over to a place 5 minutes from his house on a dirt road. And we're looking at it. And all of a sudden we hear this donkey, turn around, there's like a two-rut road behind us going down the hill a little bit and the gate up, and there's a donkey down there. How crazy is that?
Dominic the donkey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
that is hysterical. So here's my first question to you, Chooches. So
I'm just wondering. Hold on, Frank.
Oh, you want?
Is there a broken pipe or briar that's just sitting around that you're ready to throw out that you would maybe like to offer one of our winners? Then they can say, "Hey, this is from the world renowned."
Hey, man, Ron, you didn't tell me he has to give up 35 pipes tonight.
There's one that you might want to volunteer for our guests, but
I have a box full of that under my lathe, and it's normally drilled, not necessarily shaped. Some are, but I use it in my barbecue.
So it's already broken.
It's already broken.
The barbecue kind of gives it kind of tastes like it's been done with mesquite.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
And a little
garlic.
Well, let's show what we got to
Yeah.
offer to tonight's winners.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a beautiful pipe here from R&A Treasures.
Very nice.
Right? Brand new, never smoked.
It's like a Dublin.
All right. And we also have a second pipe.
Oh, I like that. It's got a little bit of a rounder bowl,
Nice.
fatter bowl.
It's like
base.
an apple shape, or
Uh-huh.
can't really see.
Small apple.
Small apple.
So here's the side.
Green apple. Green apple.
Apple. All right. So we got two pipes tonight.
Two
Nice.
pipes.
Two pipes.
Wow.
And we also have a fantastic collector's item.
Yeah.
We have a hat here.
Wow.
Look at that. Nicely shaped.
Wow. That's
Okay.
vintage. That's a vintage hat now.
It
It
is.
will be vintage. We
Yeah.
also have vintage stickers.
There you go.
Everybody wants a sticker on their car.
But that's
Okay.
so old, the glue doesn't work anymore.
No, it works, Bob. It works. And in case you do smoke a cigar, we have a brand new in the plastic, a Bovita cigar.
Nice.
That's
Wow,
good.
this is a nice
Yeah, there
giveaway.
you go.
5 items.
Tonight.
To the
And maybe a
winner.
barbecue Briar from Lee.
And some charcoal briquette briar.
There you go.
From
Well, Frank has this rig that no one's going to win tonight, so it doesn't matter. Show more. Show more.
Bruce Stark says no signatures on the hat. No, Bruce, we did not.
No.
You have the
Money if you
signature.
want signatures.
So, as I said, I'm a history buff, and on this date in history, a lot of things happened.
Tell him ask him the question about the guy who peed in 1489.
In 1489, I don't think they.
Where was that
Bob,
pee
you were
taken?
there. No one else was there.
You were watching him.
Bob was there.
I can guarantee you, Christopher Columbus peed over the boat. Just saying.
My mother was born on October 4th.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
All right, there you
That's
go.
fantastic.
Special
Fantastic.
day here for mom.
Special day for mom. She's actually kind of here with us during the show. I can feel it.
I can feel it too. Yep.
Yep,
She's right there.
But on this history, what's really interesting, a sculptor by the name of Gutzon Borglum was working on this famous, one of the most famous sculptures really in our history. And it would take about 12 more years to complete. And it was sculpted in granite. What is this sculpture that is famous to the United States?
And what year is that?
Mount Rushmore.
Oh, Kyle got it. There you go. Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. 12 years to complete.
Kyle is not a chooch.
No, he is not. So on this.
Oh, listen. From the Philippines, we also had the right answer.
The Philippines got that.
We're gonna have to FedEx that.
Joshua, Mount Rushmore. Look at that. We had a bunch of people who knew that answer.
Wow.
Frank, I don't want to give them anything
No,
tonight.
we're not-
Yeah,
no,
get some
no,
hard
this is-
stuff.
Good thing this is just for you guys. This is just for you.
Yeah.
So on this date in history, Lee, in 1919, by the fourth game of this World Series between these two teams, questions arose as far as this 1919 series being fixed.
Oh,
The Black Sox.
That's right. It was the Black Sox incidents.
And who fixed it?
I did.
Yeah. Which fellow in New York?
Joe U.S. Jackson, believe me, he should be in the Hall of Fame right now.
Hey, you know what? There were 12 months of investigations, and they were able to get 2 of the players to actually kind of fess up.
Yeah, but they didn't get the guy who was behind it.
No, well, they never get that guy.
No.
That guy always. Yep. They all skate. So on this date in history, again, in 1954, and we're going to go back to this very famous couple that she filed for a divorce, and he happened to be
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, look at that.
Marilyn Monroe.
Monroe. Oh, these guys are feeling their oats tonight. They're feeling good. They're feeling good. All right. We'll take you to this date in history for you guys again because I love October 4th. Great day. We lost this great. She was great. But she was found dead. Caused by an accidental overdose.
Marilyn.
No, don't put that in your pipe and smoke.
Oh, yeah.
No, she was a famous singer.
Oh, what
We were
year?
talking
What
to
year?
her.
What year?
1954. 1970, Bob.
70.
1970.
Oh, 70.
1970.
Oh, that's
Julie Garland?
Whitney.
No.
Whitney.
No, it's Whitney. No, come on.
Janis
Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin. There we
Janis
go.
Joplin.
There we
I
go.
thought you said 54. I never heard 70. So
1970. 1970.
Bob dated her in 64.
I thought you said 74. That's like, no.
Go slower with your questions so we can
hear.
Yeah.
that New Jersey accent of yours that's flipping everybody out.
All right, here we go. One last one for everybody here, and then the next one will be for the grand prizes. But
Yes.
this one is very interesting. This happened on this date in history in 1997. 1997, folks. It was an insider job at this office
Enron.
that resulted in the robbery of $17.3 million
Lufthansa.
in cash.
Lufthansa.
$17.3 million in cash.
Guido.
It was Guido. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, it was an insider job at the office of Loomis and Fargo Company that resulted in that robbery. So basically, they were robbing all of those Brinks trucks, the Loomis trucks, $17.3 million in cash. Too bad I wasn't on the receiving end of it. I would have taken the 0.3 million. What do you think, Lee? That would have been fun. Yeah. You could have fallen off the truck.
You could have broke your cherry.
Think of all the Briar you could buy for that amount of money. Emo would be
I could buy a whole mountain.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. All right, folks. Well, it's that time.
Yep.
It's time for the winnings. 2 pipes. You got 2 pipes.
A hat, a sticker.
Of course, this is brought to you by
Nabisco.
Nabisco. No, it's brought to you by David Blanco and the Blanco Cigar Company, and it's time to play Smoke the Chooch for the audience. And here we go. So,
extra hard, Frank. Extra hard. We don't want to give them nothing.
Audience only.
Nothing.
Okay, here we go, folks. Ready, Kyle? Here we go. This rare 18th century American Indian pipe sold for how much at Cowan's auction 5 years ago?
Oh, I know that one.
Ooh, but it doesn't matter.
I know. Not for me.
It's not you.
Not for me. Crazy Paulie, remember?
The shit is a little disturbing to me.
Yeah. So we got no, Joey, not how much.
1.5 million is a little steep. 2.4 million is even steeper.
98 cents.
10
million.
That's a big number.
Oh.
500K. No. I mean, you guys are no 5 million. Oh, look at Larry. Larry's our new answer. 132,000. Could that be the answer, folks? Let's check in and see.
Can Larry win again?
Island. He Googled that.
He Googled.
Alexa was sitting next to him. James Connolly.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Very good, Larry. We'll get that out to you. Appreciate it. Awesome. Hey, man, it has been an absolute pleasure listening to you. Obviously, you have a lot of fans out there. A lot of people know you. A lot of people want to, see what's inside your head and steal all your dreams and all your thoughts so they can put it on their own pipes. But it's been great. Thank you again for coming on. We appreciate it. Can't wait to see you at the Chicago Pipe Show. And hey, what can we say? Thank you. I hope you had a great time with us.
I love it. Anytime you want, if you get somebody cancel out at the last minute.
Okay. You're our backup, Lee.
Hey, listen, Lee, you can take my
Thursday
spot.
night at 7 o'clock. We have you on again, okay?
Well, we certainly kept our pipe audience going this evening, and it was a nice crowd. Hey, all you guys out there, we can't thank you enough for all the support. It seems like you had a good time, so I'm going to take it that you had a great time. And don't forget the Chicago Pipe Show coming up at the last weekend of April. Tim Gary and I will get that information out to you as soon as everything is finalized, let you know what's going on. We're looking forward to see all of you. Again, it was a great show last year, but we're going to have even a better show this year. So make sure you reserve early. Guys, it's been a fantastic evening. Lee, with the after party, and that's just for us, unless it gets too late. Predagen might be calling. I don't know. But hey, till next Tuesday night, everyone, line them up, have some fun, drink all you want, have a great time.
Yeah, and remember, hey, wait a minute, Ron.
Whoa.
You got to remember, soon enough, we're going to be called something different. We're going to have a different kind of call letter.
A bunch of chooches.
A bunch of
chooches with Joey T, right? No.
Yeah. The Great Cigar and Pipe Show will be coming to you live
from Oklahoma.
I got
FedEx. Keep FedEx going. The driver lost his job because the truck is running.
2018.
What's that?
What was
wait.
Here it is.
There it is.
Cigar and Pipe Show. That will be coming to you live from somewhere near you. I don't know where, but hopefully you'll be drinking while you're watching.
Probably. I know I will.
Like Lee has been sneaking in a couple of shots. There you go. It's a little
Nice.
cold in there, Minnesota.
I imagine the more you drink, the better those shapes become.
Yeah.
I wish. One drink and I'm not allowed around sharp instruments.
You can't use the lathe after that.
No drill press for you. Come back 1 year.
I guess, yes, Bruce. Bruce wants to know, that's the new big deal. Yes, Bruce, that is the new big deal. We're renaming and rebranding ourselves because we kind of moved out of the Great Lakes. We're global now. We're global. We're over 60 countries around the world. So we're growing. The name's got to grow.
Bruce, if you don't like it, let us know. Because we'll change it. You know?
John Maga from Philippines, thank you so much for joining us on tomorrow's show.
Yes.
Stay tuned tomorrow, same station, same time.
He's going to work now.
Yeah.
He might be at work already.
Yeah.
And thanks a lot for checking in. Everybody, thank
you.
you. Have a great
day. Okay?
See you later.
Good night, everybody.
Many of the cigar brands that we make, they're antique, historic cigar brands. They've been made on and off for about 100 years. When you're smoking Toscano, you're smoking 206 years of history.
The Italians are here.
We're here. We're in the house. For some reason, we're finding a lot of Italians on this show.
Listen, I'm a Jersey guy.
Hey,
so,
we won't hold that against you.
We invented this to we want to give people the opportunity to smoke the cigar at the optimal level.
The Chooch cigar.
Can you believe it?
The Blanco 9 Chooch.
¿Cómo va? ¿Está bien,
¿Qué dice?
¿Cómo está?
Finally, I can answer the question. Anything new?
Yeah.
And we have some cool new stuff from Olivan.
This is a passion for me. It's not a job.
Your love and passion for this is,
I love it.
unbelievable.
That's why we can make pipes out of this variety of corn.
11 years ago, I went back. I bought the rights to everything La Polina. Sure, it's family. And restarted the brand again as a tribute to my grandfather.
It's nice because you get to see a lot of your friends. You got to remember, I've been doing this for 30 years, so a lot of these people are like family.
Build a platform where we could celebrate boutique cigars.
Leave Starlight House blend for one store in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Join forces of pipe tobacco and
superheroes. I always look forward to the Super Bowl events, and I always looked at the trade show as just one of those things.
We're not just selling cigars. We try to live our lives, and we use this as a means to share our stories and to really create community.
Hold on, man. Wow, that was wow. Now you got me.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining.